So with DJ, would you space him out a bit more because of how fast the driver is? No. Close the space. But with DJ, the reason why DJ's drive rush is so crazy is because you give him the space to dash. If you think about it, the dash has to come out and then the normal has to come out. The thing is, if you set DJ to do in training mode, set DJ to drive rush dash, drive rush jab, excuse me, and then look at how long it takes for the jab to come out. That's as fast as normal he could do out of it outside of crouching jab, right? Whatever. Point is, right? Jab lets him work at the closer ranges and even the longer ranges because he's traveling at you with a 4th frame at the speed of sound, right? But if you close the gap on it, he can't get the button out, even if it's a jab. The fastest thing anyone can do from a drive rush is a throw. Like when I say the fastest, as in like the fastest thing that'll come out outside of like the super is a throw. And most people aren't doing drive rush super, so we haven't hit that layer of Yomi yet in Street Fighter 6, even though that is a viable option, believe it or not. So if you stifle the space, then he has to use his normals again, right? So DJ's normals at that range can be scary, especially stand roundhouse, right? If he get hit by stand roundhouse, he can convert. Crouch fierce, he can convert. But you still have to learn to play. The goal isn't to just stay in the range to stifle him. The goal is to play in and out the range to mitigate, 1, the drive rush, and then 2, invoke your whiff punishment against him. Make sense? Like it isn't just stifle him just because you know now you can stifle the drive rush because you're up close. Doesn't mean the threat of his normals are not a thing. So now your goal is to like play here, stop the drive rush. Play here, deal with the normals. Play here, stop the drive rush. Play here, stop the normals. Jump, see how they're looking at jumps. Are they walking back too much? Cool. They can hit back roundhouse, that's fine. Can you shallow jump it? Can you stay further out and shallow jump it and make him whiff the back roundhouse and then punish the back roundhouse? You see what I'm saying? It's about playing in and out. That's why people hate drive rush, because they don't understand this concept. They don't understand the concept of playing inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, constantly. You can use drive rush as a bait. Now the DJ, if they're playing this close range, or they're playing, let's say you're playing at a longer range, for example, right? And you're like, okay, I'm gonna let the DJ, or the DJ player decides, okay, you know what, he's dealing with me here. Let me create the space, right? Drive rush with jab. Let you whiff a button because he whiffed the jab. This is why the jab is so important, because the jab lets the DJ player see what you did from the max range. That's why people get whiff punished when they like, I should just play further out and let him whiff at me. They're looking for you to try to check it from this range. You need to play it closer. It's gonna be tricky, for sure. So you want to stick to like active normal. So let's say your normal's active for 4 frames. Stick it out, right? Or it's active for 3. Perfectly fine. But go between. It isn't just I'm gonna react to drive rush and hit jab. No, you need to preemptive strike it. Protect the space. Jab, you know, walk back and forth. Press low jab. Let's say I'll use Kimberly's frame data, right? Kimberly's low jab is 4 frames with 13 or 14 frames recovery, right? I do that. I whiff the jab, I recover. He's not gonna drive rush and whiff punish me at 14 frames. That's not possible. He might preemptive strike and go for it, yeah, but that's not a true whiff punish. He preemptive it. Whiff punishes and preemptive strikes do kind of play hand in hand. Just hear me out. You're whiffing the button to give the illusion the space is protected, and then you can go for a bigger button. I whiff this button, what is he doing? I whiff this button, what is he doing? Okay, let me walk in the space. I'm just using Kim, for example, stand medium kick. Is he gonna walk into it? No. Is he gonna whiff a button into it? Maybe. Right? Because he sees me walking in, so he wants to protect the space between us by using crouch fierce, stand roundhouse, stand fierce. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So you acknowledge, alright, he's not stepping into that space. Cool. Space protected. Let's say he did drive rush in on you. That stand medium kick is active enough to catch him preemptively. I'm not looking to whiff punish it consistently where it's like I reacted to it. I'm preemptively putting it in there based on the rhythm of the game. If the rhythm of the game is me dictating the pace by walking at him, poking and prodding is setting them up to look for things. I'm saying like, man, he's doing this to me. All right, fine, I'm gonna do this instead. I'm making you play my game. I want you to give me things. I'm poking and prodding at you, being annoying to let you hang yourself. Show me your cards. You don't throw all your cards on the table and instant drive rush in and da-da-da. People do that because they get frustrated. So your goal is to pepper them, make them get frustrated, make them want to do things. Keep the in and out game, keep your movement on point. And even with the slow walk speed character, it doesn't matter. You can still play this kind of play style. Sometimes you may not have to do it with normal. So say it's Honda, you got to use your special moves. Aki, a mix of your special moves and your normals. Kimberly, walk speed and her normals. You see what I'm saying? It's all a combination. It's how all these things work in conjunction, fighting DJ or any quick drive rush character at those ranges. See what I'm saying? Now, when you add the fireball into the equation, then things kind of change because then they can like slow it down. So there's just, you see how multi-layered it is, right? Like it's too multi-layered, it's too multifaceted. But if you can understand this basic portion of it, it makes fighting DJ better. It makes fighting these drive rush, it makes fighting the drive rush allegations better. It lessens the mental stack. It lessens, it brings everything down. It went from, man, this is so stupid, to, okay, I get it. Okay, all right. Now we're leveling it out. I see what's happening here. I understand. Acknowledgement, accepting this can happen, taking the risk reward, and understanding that even when you're trying to protect the space, that's also a risk, right? If they whiff punish or they preemptive strike that area. So you have to look at the normals, understand the normals. Okay, cool. Stifled again. Stifle them, let them breathe. Stifle them, let them breathe. In and out. That's it. And you can find yourself having more success. It's hard. Trust me. I ain't saying it's easy. It's hard. But when you get it, it makes sense.